He got poked in the eye and the referee did nothing. He tapped 3 times against Khabib, and still nobody believed him. He's been fighting for months with an injury he never even talked about. In this video, you're about to hear 5 moments that show exactly what goes on behind the scenes of being a UFC champion, moments most fans have never actually heard him explain in his own words. Stay till the
job is to protect you. When I fought Michael Chandler, I'm still, and again, I only speak about it now because I've never had a retraction from the referee. Whenever he poked me in the eye, and then he didn't get in between us, and he let him hit me with a huge shot, and then he doesn't give me my time to rest, not rest, to recover. And there was only 5 seconds left in the round, so it turned out that I got a break anyways. But he goes in there, he says, "Are you good?" I said, "No, I'm not good. He just poked me in the fucking eye." And he says, "Okay, but are you good?" And so then it's like, can I still fight? So then I said, "Yeah, I'm good." And he says, "Okay, go."
What referee was this?
The guy with the braids. That,
And so I was very upset that he let Michael Chandler land that shot. And I know why. He was so scared of the fucking heat we were throwing that he didn't want to jump in there and get in the middle of it. But his job is to protect me. And he failed. He failed so bad right there. And so like
during one of his biggest fights, he got poked directly in the eye. The referee was supposed to step in immediately and protect him, but he didn't. Instead, he let the other fighter land a massive shot just seconds later. And when the round ended, he didn't even get the recovery time he was owed. This is the moment he finally names the referee and explains exactly why he's still furious about it to this day.
Pressure in my face right now. Like I don't, this feels
You're
foreign.
not going to know for a couple seconds.
Yeah, I don't
and
know.
You're gonna blink a little bit, move around a little bit. All right, I'm good. And that's when it's supposed to be very clear. That's when you're ready to re-engage.
And that's what I'm saying. That's the mistake he has to learn from because it was such a... And after the round ends, I walk over to him like, "Dude, get your fucking head out of your ass. What the fuck are you doing?" He's like, "Go to your stool." I was like, "No, what the fuck are you doing? Like, your job is to protect me. You just let me get hit with a huge fucking shot. What is going on?" And he's like, "Go to your stool. Go to your stool." And I sit down and then boom, never thought about it again, but still pissed off about that.
You should be. I mean, that makes sense. I mean,
Same
that's a
with,
mistake.
Who's the ref that against Khabib? After the fight, he corners me in the hallway, and he's like, I know you would never tap." I was like, "I tapped 3 times." He's like, "No, you would never tap." I'm like, "Dude, from the horse's mouth, I'm telling you, I tapped." And he still was like, No, you wouldn't tap." I was like, "What the fuck? How can we get through this?" Like,
So
I tapped 3 times. I went to sleep.
And you went to sleep. I've seen that.
Yeah, I tapped 3 times.
100% you tapped.
Yeah.
100%. And then he's like, "No, you would, I know that you, with the way that you compete,
Who's the referee?
What's the guy's name?
I hate to throw, I don't even want to throw Herzog. I don't even want to throw him under the bus, because it's like his
hard job.
His intentions were good
Hard
for
job,
me.
right.
He believed
He gave you a chance.
gave me a chance, but like
Right.
I fucking tapped, man. Like I
right. And
did.
the fight should have been stopped.
And I went,
In one of the most talked about submission losses in UFC history, he tapped not once, not twice, but 3 times. And he still went to sleep. Here's the part nobody knows. After the fight, the referee personally told him he didn't believe he actually tapped, insisting he would never give up that easily. What followed was a conversation about ego, survival, and the moment he realized just how close he came to
the best thing up to this moment is people don't give me credit for my intellectual abilities. And I've also played into that. And I've also understood how big of an asset it is for people to approach me like that. Thinking that I'm just some animal that doesn't think or feel or whatever people think, or think I'm retarded.
Well, I think what it is when you are such an animal, people think you can't be smart. Because a smart person would be aware of the consequences and wouldn't have the courage to fight the way you fight.
Yeah.
That's all it is. And people who don't have that kind of courage, they like to dismiss people that fight like savages because they go, "Well, savages can't be smart." That's not right.
Yeah.
That's not correct. People, it's like, you see a really hot woman, you go, "Oh, she's got to be a retard."
Yeah.
Like, no, some of them are really fucking smart and also hot. Like the world is confusing, and you can't categorize people and put them into things, little fucking boxes just to make you feel better.
Yeah.
That's all it is, And
the thing is, I never signed up. Like, when we were walking out to the press conference, there's like 12, 15,000 people out there. I look at the guy, I was like, dude, I never, ever signed up to be a public speaker. What the fuck are we doing here? Like, I never wanted to be in this where I talk in front of this many people. Like, that's not what I prepared myself for ever.
Right.
And now I'm in this situation where I have to, every single word I say before these fights is analyzed by the world. Like the whole, my father is my dad. Like, sometimes I get tongue-tied.
Yeah.
Sometimes I misspeak.
I do too, and I talk for a living.
Yeah. That's what I mean.
It's fucking normal.
But nobody, if people if it had to listen to themselves, they would understand that they also make mistakes. And so it's like, fuck, man. Like, I can't be perfect. I'm sorry. I really wish. I didn't mean my dad was my father, even though, it fucking makes sense and it's true.
Listen, you're dealing with a bunch of people that have to write stories.
Yeah, they have to.
It's not about writing a story because something's interesting. They have to make a story, no matter what it is. Their job is to create content. And when your job is to create content, you make content out of nothing. Yeah. And it's usually not good. Yeah. And that's what they're doing. They're making big deals out of nothing.
People have called him a savage. People have said he can't possibly be smart because of the way he fights. In this part, he breaks down exactly why that assumption exists and why it's completely wrong. He explains how courage and intelligence get unfairly separated by people who've never had to test either one. This is one of the most honest moments of self-reflection he's ever shared publicly. While fans were celebrating his win, he was quietly dealing with a serious injury that started months earlier, on Christmas Day. A deep bone bruise that never fully healed, hidden through an entire training camp.
When are you leaving? When are you leaving today?
We thought at like 6:30?
It's 3 o'clock. I want to see if I can get you into Waste Well. Let me text Brigham and see if they could jab some fucking stem cells in there before you leave.
I've gone to Vegas. I've got stem cells multiple times.
Waste Well's pretty special place.
PRP put me on crutches. It was crazy. And then I did a cortisone shot the Friday before I left.
Wow.
And that helped a lot.
Well, not training is really what it needs, right? And have you been doing any hyperbaric chamber stuff?
No.
That's huge for recovery.
You have no idea how injuries. Against my process you guys would be. I mean, I think I probably had 2 massages this camp.
That's amazing. It's really funny if you look at the difference between Ilya Topuria as a YouTube channel as well, where it's fantastic, really goes into depth, but they're using like all this high-tech neural stimulation headgear, and he's doing all these different things, and it's all
you see the video? It's got him doing that and then me taking a 420 dab.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you see our video where he had the dog shocker on his forehead? Every time he got straight with his legs, he got flat. I hit the button. He bent his legs again.
No, we covered our eyes and threw balls at each other.
Yeah.
Trying to tap into those intuitive abilities.
Yeah, right. Yeah, with your eyes closed.
But I mean, dude, like...
You're funny.
I come from the fucking dirt. My parents fucked up. They didn't put a golf club in my hand at 4 years old. They threw me in the dirt. And, I became comfortable with the uncomfortable.
That's a giant factor, though. Being comfortable with being uncomfortable is a huge asset.
Yeah.
It's such a...
It is.
With everything in life. With everything in life.
I think wrestling is definitely is the biggest variable when it comes to my success. I mean, the mental side of it, like, nobody can... It's very similar to fighting in the fact that nobody can help you. It is against you. All the blame is on you. All the success goes to you. And you can never use somebody else as an excuse. Any team setting, I played football, I played baseball, soccer, swim team. Swim team's a little different, but, there's always a justification for why you failed or why you lost when it comes to those. And you could always point to somewhere else, or at least a piece, even if it's 1 or 2% somebody else's fault. Then you can justify it. The loss.
Yes.
In wrestling, that's never the case.
Not only that, it's a combat sport that's acceptable in high school. Like, it's a combat sport that you take in junior high school, you take in high school, and kids learn, like, there's guys out there that are different. They're working harder than you, they're more aggressive than you, they want it more than you, they put in more time than you, And that's a lesson that's very valuable when because kids get delusional about what their abilities are, how special they are, who they are. When you get fucking flatlined by some dude who just fucking picks you up and slams you on your back and pins you, and you're like, and he can do it anytime he wants. And this is the reality of training with this guy, like over and over and over again. You're like, oh, great. He lateral drops you in front of the whole class. Oh, great. Like this is reality. Now, you're either going to get better or this is going to keep happening to you over and over and over again. And the mental toughness that comes out of kids that grind it out in wrestling and learn how to wrestle uncomfortable, learn how to cut weight at an early age. All that shit's terrible for you, but the mental aspect of it is fucking undeniable. Think about how many great wrestlers have become great MMA champions.
Absolutely.
It's the most important
And
foundation.
reveals the diagnosis for the first time here, along with exactly what it took just to make it to fight night. This is the side of fighting that never makes the highlight reels. Before the UFC, before the titles, there was wrestling. And he says nothing shaped him more. No teammates to blame. No excuses to hide behind. Just you against someone trying to break you down over and over again. In this part, he explains why that early experience built the exact mental toughness that carried him through every fight since, and why he believes it's the most underrated skill in all of combat. Sports, asterisk, that's the side of this sport most people never get to see. The pain that doesn't make headlines. The mistakes nobody talks about, and the mindset that gets built long before the cameras turn on. If this gave you a deeper look into what it really takes, hit like, subscribe, and let us know in the comments which moment hit you the hardest. We'll see you in the next one.